Blue is the new red, same crown, different tailoring. Spirit of 1775 still hates domesticated burying. Warnings from the founders still ring with undiminished clarity. Standing armies kill the soul through incremental familiarity. Blue is the new red, same threat, municipalized tyranny. Papers, homes, and private life dissolved by bureaucratic mimicry. Yeah. They bled over less than this and called it open despotism. Now people praise the raid and call obedience civic discipline. They warned you about standing armies long before the grants and surplus, long before the armored transport rolled through neighborhoods like purpose, long before the county garrison got wrapped in rescue language. Now every city keeps a force that talks like peace and moves like damage. Municipal occupation with a pension and a union package. Street level sovereignty asserted through a traffic stop and jacket. Tax funded tactical battalions posted deep in civilian rhythms. Tell me what that is, but standing armies with locality appended. You call them first responders, I call them concentrated violence. A monopoly on force with PR gloss and public silence. The old regime wore scarlet cloth, the new one runs in navy fabric. But the function stayed imperial, it just got better at the branding. No quarter in your parlor, find a quarter policy instead. In every mind that learned to call a peacetime garrison preventive. The founders saw a line of troops and reached for powder, steel, and purpose. Now people see an S-Rat parked and say at least the block is service. Blue is the new red, same crown, different tailoring. Spirit of 1775 rejects, compulsory burying. Modern day red coats with grants and algorithmic cavalry. Founders fired on less than this. You call it public safety strategy. Blue is the new red, same boot, updated livery. Same old usurpation with a cleaner institutional delivery. They called it tyranny in ink with revolutionary clarity. You call the raid procedure now, and sink in domesticated charity. They hated general warrants, writs of assistance, broad discretion. Now you tolerate no Nazi offenses, dragnet data collection. Stingray spoofing towers, plate reader, stitching travel constellations. Predictive policing dashboards, turning hunches into justification. The parchment got digitized, the crown got fiber optic vision. Arbitrary search got software patches and probabilistic diction. Reasonable suspicion stretched elastic till the right became conditional. A free man's private sphere reduced to officer defined. Residual papers and effects, houses in person sound familiar. It's your sting because the language from the founders still applies to everything. A warrant with no moral limit is still a warrant with no soul. A search made broad by database is still the same. Invasive role, they dump teeth for less than roadside seizures dressed as forfeiture. Now people lose their cash with no conviction and call that jurisprudence. That's crown behavior with a case number and a state seal stapled on it. A burglar in administrative clothing, with a judge asleep behind it. Spirit of 1775 was spit on half the patriots alive. The ones with flag decals and subject minds and tremble in deference to power lines. The ones who post rebellion quotes and tight comply and sue later like liberty was ever born from asking tyrants to be calmer in the paper. You would've called the pamphleteers, agitators, dangerous, inflammatory. Would've told the sons of liberty, quit escalating, let the courts be wary. Would've said the harbor stunt was reckless, childish, anti-order madness. Then gone to bed, relieved the king still held the mechanisms of correction. That's the truth that burns beneath all this tricorner hat nostalgia. You love revolt as frozen myth because real defiance would disgust you. You praise resistance once it's safely dead and printed in the textbook. But curse it when a camera films a modern red coat getting irritated. Photographies pamphleteering when the crown was blue instead of scarlet. A citizen with footage on the scene is closer to the founding than the bootlick. And every time they bark, stop filming, hear the old regime start coughing. Because tyrants always hate a witness more than any shouted slogan. Blue is the new red, same crown, different tailoring. Spirit of 1775 rejects, compulsory burying. Modern day red coats with grants and algorithmic cavalry. Founders fired on less than this. You call it public safety strategy. Blue is the new red, same boot, updated livery. Same old usurpation with a cleaner institutional delivery. They call it tyranny in ink with revolutionary clarity. You call the raid procedure now, and sink in domesticated charity. Taxation without representation. Cute try taxation for your own repression. Funding raids and funding settlements, then funding all the spin professions. Tea in the harbor over less than civil asset forth.